Hello everyone, this is our home. Please make sure you subscribe. Baleba is firmly established at Brighton, having joined from Lille in August 2023 on a 5-year deal until 2028, with an option for an additional year. Manchester United have reportedly made initial inquiries regarding Baleba this summer, signaling interest in bolstering their midfield. Manchester World. Despite the interest, Brighton have made it clear they do not intend to sell Baleba this summer, describing a potential move as unlikely, with a more realistic window being next year, 2026. PSG are also said to be targeting Baleba, but they are considered late to the race and would need to act fast, with Brighton only open to offers if a satisfactory bid is made back in April 2025. Brighton placed a £100 million price tag on Baleba to ward off interest from clubs like Liverpool, Newcastle, and Chelsea. Reports suggest a potential valuation of £80 million or more, particularly if a bidding war occurs. Fans and pundits have underscored his importance and potential. Rio Ferdinand, for example, urged Manchester United to prioritise Baleba over other targets, citing his energy and tactical impact. As of today, Carlos Baleba remains a Brighton player, while multiple big clubs, including Manchester United and PSG, are monitoring him. Brighton are not open to selling him this summer, and any potential move would most likely take place next season in 2026, provided the right offer comes in. With Benjamin Sesko very close to joining Manchester United, the recruitment bods need something else to do. They have passed the time by trying to find out just how much it would cost to sign Carlos Baleba from Brighton. Ruben Amorim needs an extra central midfielder who can actually run around a bit, and the Cameroonian would be ideal, but the Seagulls are not keen on selling. Across Manchester, it's about trying to get rid of a few, as Pep Guardiola wants to trim his squad. Jack Grealish does not look like he will get much in the way of minutes at City this season, and will seek opportunities elsewhere. Everton have made contact with City as they seek a season-long loan, but are a bit worried about how much the winger is actually on because they will not be able to pay the full lot. One person not heading out the Etihad Stadium exit door is Mateo Kovacic. Saudi Premier League clubs have expressed interest in the Croatian midfielder, but it is just not the move for the 31-year-old who would rather stay in the Premier League. Having missed out on every man and his dog this summer, Newcastle have their eyes firmly fixed on the next person to turn them down. He goes by the name John McGinn, and he currently plays for Aston Villa. Everton previously made inquiries about the Scotland midfielder, but nothing was doing. Nottingham Forest are the latest club to find that Ipswich are not particularly eager to let Omari Hutchinson go. Brentford tried to steal him away earlier in the summer, and now Evangelos Marinikis has offered a massive wad adding up to £35 million, only to be told that is not enough and being sent on his way. A more likely move involving Forest and a winger could see Jota Silva leave the club and return to Portugal with Sporting. The Tricky Trees want double the £5.9 million they paid for him 12 months ago. The world may need to get used to two Idrissa Gueyes in the Premier League because West Ham are stepping up their interest in the Mets teenage prodigy who shares a name with the Everton man. The French club won £13 million for the forward, who has also attracted interest from Manchester United and Brentford. Jose Mourinho is eyeing a £13 million for the Tottenham midfielder Yves Bissouma, who is tempted by a move to Fenerbahce. West Ham and Juventus could, however, provide competition for his signature .1 midfielder wanting to leave Turkey is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. The midfielder looks set to be released by Besiktas soon enough, and that has alerted English clubs to his availability. Leeds might fancy securing the services of the former England international for absolutely nothing. Carlos Baleba to Man United transfer truth emerges as Brighton chief shares instant update. Manchester United transfer news as Carlos Baleba's future is put to Brighton chief Paul Barber after links to Old Trafford. Brighton and Hove Albion chief executive Paul Barber has played down speculation that Manchester United have been in contact over the possibility of signing Carlos Baleba. Reports on Wednesday night have claimed that United have contacted the Seagulls via intermediaries to explore the conditions for a move for the midfielder. Baleba has 3 years left on his current deal at the Amex Stadium and is one of the most sought-out youngsters in his position after moving to Lille. It's understood that Brighton want to keep the Cameroon international for at least another year, while United need to sell players to afford further additions. On Wednesday evening, Brighton held their annual pre-season fans forum, with head coach Fabian Herzler and Barber taking questions ahead of the new Premier League season. Asked if this summer would be the right time to sell the 21-year-old, Barber revealed an insight into the current situation regarding Baleba and United after Herzl jokingly seemed to avoid the question for Barber to answer. The Seagulls chief, via BBC Sussex, said, "We've got some great talent. There's always going to be interest in our players. Manchester United have not been in touch with me. So from that point of view, speculation is speculation. We will always try to make sure we sell our best players at the right time, not just for the player but for us. If we end up doing that with any player, it's with the view to leave Fabian with a very competitive squad, whatever happens. We don't want to sell our best players. Carlos is a fantastic talent who has a lot of years ahead of him. We hope he will be here for many years to come. But it's something that, as always, is subjective to the dynamics of the football world, which isn't always predictable." Hello everyone, this is our home. Please make you subscribe. Man United transfer news. Live. Red Devils make contact for Baleba. Sesko agrees United move. Maguire offers rejected. Manchester United are in for an absolutely massive summer of transfer business at Old Trafford. And Benjamin Sesko has agreed personal terms with the Red Devils ahead of a potential switch from RB Leipzig. It comes after Man United submitted a £74 million bid on Tuesday, which is still under consideration by the German side. Elsewhere, Man United have made contact over a shock transfer for Brighton star Carlos Baleba. In other news, the Red Devils have rejected approaches from 3 Premier League clubs and 2 Italian giants for Harry Maguire, according to reports Sky Talks. West Ham are reportedly progressing with talks to sign Manchester United target Idrissa Gueye from Metz. The striker, 18, is highly rated and has been linked with the likes of the Red Devils and Borussia Dortmund. But reports in France suggest that the Hammers are leading the race with a £12 million move. Last term, he scored 5 goals and 20 appearances in League Two. McTominay nomination. Former Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay has been nominated for the Ballon d'Or. The Scottish star has shone since his exit from Old Trafford to Napoli, as he helped the club win the Serie A title. He was named the league's player of the season and could be in with a shout of being named the best in the world. RB Leipzig have released an update on Benjamin Sesko. The Manchester United target has not been training with the full squad and has instead been on an individual program. A statement read, "Andrea Maximovic is back in Leipzig, but is training individually today. Likewise, Benjamin Eko and Lucas Klosterman are training individually. Sesko's diet. Benjamin Sesko's demands have been spelt out to Manchester United and Newcastle. Plenty of fried eggs and muesli." While the Premier League clubs battle to sign the striker, Sesko's current club RB Leipzig have revealed his typical diet Baleba interest. Manchester United are reportedly interested in signing Brighton star Carlos Baleba. Reports have claimed that the Red Devils have made contact with the Seagulls to begin talks. It is suggested that the South Coast club would only be willing to sell the midfielder for at least £90 million. Fabrizio Romano has added that the Red Devils have made an approach to Baleba's camp this week. He has claimed that the deal will be difficult to complete. Garnacho blow. Alejandro Garnacho has been given a blow in his hopes of joining Chelsea this summer. The Argentine is keen on an exit from Old Trafford after being dropped by Ruben Amorim. However, reports have claimed that the Blues are reluctant to pay the Red Devils' asking price. United are believed to be wanting around £50 million to allow the winger to leave. Eriksen move. Former Manchester United midfielder Christian Eriksen could be set for a return to the Premier League. The Dane left Old Trafford earlier this summer after his contract expired. However, he could not be linking up with the newly promoted outfit Burnley. The Daily Mail have claimed that the Clarets have made an inquiry to sign Eriksen. He had previously been linked with a shock move to Wrexham, which he rejected. Jackson Race. Newcastle have turned their attentions to Chelsea outcast and Manchester United target Nicholas Jackson. The Magpies are keen on the striker after seeing their top targets go elsewhere. The Blues star is available following the arrival of João Pedro and Liam Delap at Stamford Bridge. Jackson is yet to decide on his future, but is thought to be open to a move to a club playing in Europe. However, Chelsea intend to hold out for £80 million for the Senegal striker. The Red Devils could still move for Jackson if they miss out on Benjamin Sesko. Barcelona handed Rashford boost. Barcelona will be able to register Marcus Rashford despite rumors that the Spanish club is facing financial troubles. Last season, Barca faced challenges in registering new players due to their financial situation, but they eventually got over the line. There have been concerns that similar issues could arise again, but the Manchester Evening News is reporting that such a situation is unlikely to happen this time. RB Leipzig released Sesko's statement amid Man United transfer talks. Benjamin Sesko has been training away from his RB Leipzig teammates this week, as talks over his future heat up. The Bundesliga side confirmed on Wednesday that the 22-year-old striker was once again working individually. In a brief statement, Leipzig said, Wednesday's squad update, Andrea Maximovic is back in Leipzig, but is training individually today. Benjamin Sesko and Lucas Klostermann are also working individually. Sesko will have a big say at Manchester United. Manchester United will play in a way that suits manager Ruben Amorim, and he'll have players who can fit the style he so strongly desires. United are determined to improve on their 15th place finish, and have already snapped up Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo. They've now also tabled a bid of over £70 million for Benjamin Sesko, with the striker reportedly keen on a move to Old Trafford. Manchester United closed Nicolas Jackson deal. Manchester United are on the verge of snapping up Benjamin Sesko, completing a triple swoop up front. The RB Leipzig star is set to join Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo as the new faces in United's forward line. The move all but ends their interest in Chelsea striker Nicolas Jackson, who is now expected to either stay at Stamford Bridge or head to Newcastle. Man United introduced state-of-the-art technology to help Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim will use state-of-the-art technology to find out who isn't pulling their weight at Manchester United. The Portuguese gaffer has been nothing short of ruthless since replacing Erik ten Hag at the Old Trafford helm.